Attention my GTA fans, the Vapid Retinue MK2 is on offer, which is an Escort Mark II, 850 or 1.1 million, so it is quite expensive, but I really like it, and hopefully you like it as well. But I'm going to show you the full customization. Going to do a bit of race performance as well, so drop a like and a subscribe if you're into racing Mark II Escorts. So the Ford Escort, I don't know if this was in the USA, but it's a great little car, classic car from the 80s, brilliant little rally car as well. So like the RS and all that business in the modern times. So I'm going to show you what kind of customization we've got. So enough of this, and let's have a look at what we're going to go for. So stock bumper is this nice little bumper. I like the stock bumper. This is one I won on the podium. We can remove the stock bumper, and these I think are too chubby. The intercooler is one I might be tempted by, but this is too big. This looks a bit more like what you had back in the day, so we're going for a classic kind of build to it. Rear bumpers. So we've already carbon diffuser. So I don't like, this is a plastic bumper they came with, the stock ones, but I quite like this because it gets rid of the bumper basically. So we're going to stick with that. Engine is upgraded, all that is upgraded, and the brakes as well. Here's the arches, so you can really do a rally build of this. So this is the secondary arch, colour arches, carbon arches, and this is the kind of stock fenders. But look at this is the proper bow selector rally arches. And I don't remember a lot of the rally cars having those, in fairness. They did exist, but that to me looks more like what you'd get with a mini Metro. There was a Metro R4, I think it was called, or something 4, that was super fast. But yeah, I think that we're happy with what we've got there, basically. Secondary housing, so let's stick with that. I'm not happy with the secondary colour. I was always tweaking that, couldn't figure it out. Headlights, you want to put cross tapes if you're doing a rally build, which this is still going to be a rally build. We're just going to do a different one, because what I did when I won the podium vehicles, I used to keep them looking exactly the same as they did pretty much. So, but I'm going to change this because I don't attempt to win podium vehicles anymore. Performance hood is nice. I like that. You can go carbon as well, but I'm going to keep with the performance hood. Bonnet. And livery, this is an important one. So we have the white stripes, we're going to get rid of those. I quite like nothing, I quite like it without any livery. I think you can really, that looks much more like what you'd find on the streets. Obviously it's nice. However, we're gonna have a little look at what we've got. Queefstat, Douche Gold, Premier. I quite like the Chepal. We're gonna go with the Chepal. Why not? I like the Chepal tyres. So I think that looks great. But let's have a look at colours. No, don't get out of that. Plates, we're going to keep it the same. Don't think we're going to change that. Respray though, we are going to change that. So let's have a look at the classic colours. Metallic paints. We're not going to do metallic paints on a rally build, but we are going to see what we can do with this Chepal. So you can see it's changing the colours of the Chepal, and that maybe just black worked nicely. I quite like red. Like if you're doing a red and green though, we have that problem, don't we? Maybe a darker red would work. Sunset red. But black, wine red actually, that's not black. Looks awesome. I think black is brilliant on this, with this livery. So we're probably not going to change that. Ooh, orange. Oh no, now you're talking. Oh no, why have I seen that? That looks great. Don't click it. I am clicking it. I think it looks great. Green on green as well. That looks nice. You could do that. Racing green. Looks like very much Sherwood green. Oh, and the sea green. That looks great. Maybe that other one, gasoline green, could be a good one, but I think it's not dark enough. He says with a tangerine colour. I mean, these kind of... Oh, harbour blue. That looks pretty groovy. I've done this before with the secondary where I've cocktailed right royally on this car. and brown. The green and brown. Maple brown, yes. That's it. I like that. It's a secondary colour. We need to fix this. Get the secondaries a nice colour. What would suit that front end? Purple. We've got green there. Maybe just plain white. As a secondary. Don't do red. Just done red. Oh, we could have that orange there. We really wanted an orange, didn't we? But I think white is best. Come on. Feltzer brown. Purple and ice white, I think it's going to be. Yeah, that'll work nicely. Nicely. Secondary colour. Oh, crew emblem as well if you want to put that on. It ruins the livery, so we're not. Roll cage, we've already got the best one, the padded. I think for a rally build that's what we need. Roof, so I don't remember ever seeing these. I think these are a modern thing. So we could just not put one on. We could put a rally scoop on. I quite like the sun strips. I mean, in white looks pretty good, maybe, but brown is probably better. Is it and or? Yeah, it's one or the other. I think we're going to go with that. Spoiler. No, we didn't have a spoiler on because it ruined the livery. If you've got the stripes on, these spoilers ruin it unless you want to put one of these ones on, which I don't. I want to make a classic build still. Maybe this one. This one is quite classic. It kind of ruins the lines a bit though. But I think it's carbon. You wouldn't really have come across the carbon either. Actually, let's just do a lip like a primary ducktail like I initially thought. Suspension is lowered. Notice the wheels are cambered there, so if we raise it, it uncambers them. But the best performance is if you have the cambered wheels, so that's why we're going to keep that the same. Wheels, I like these wheels. I think they're great. So let's have a look. What can we have that's different though? Track, street. Is street going to have something in it that really sings? I don't know if it is, because I want something that's classic. I mean, all we're going to get out of this is the Chappelle tyres, I think, to go with the Chappelle livery. But these are nice. The Wild Wagon. Where was that? Was that on Wild Wagon? Is it too big though? I don't know if that's rally enough. I don't know if it's. Yeah, I think we're kind of losing the look that we're looking for really for a rally build. Let's go off-road and see what's in there. I mean, this is a rally car after all. Police issue Steely. Okay, that's it. Come on. That's pretty good. Concave Master. That'll work. Okay. Off-road rims, yeah. We're going to off-road in it. Windows, we're not going to do any of that because it's a rally car. And we are complete. Let's take it for a drive. Obviously it's got bulletproof tyres and all that. I mean, we're not going to take it on a rally course, but it is rear wheel drive. And what we find with this car is it's got a bit of skid to it, but it's also got a bit of control. So if I just go around this corner, you can see what I mean. And up to the left-hander here. Very nice control. It's the 4th best car in the Sports Classic class via lap time according to Bruffy. And I like it, it's great. It's a very nice car. And we're going to go on let's go on the test track and see what kind of lap time it's got. And then we can have a think about what kind of performance we get, eh? On the test track, eh? I need to brake nicely for the corners because there's not a lot of grip in the tyres. And the hairpin, I mean, you can pick the angle nicely. It's just a matter of braking in time to deal with that slippiness. And double hairpin, it's not too bad really, because I don't think it's not really understeer. I think it's the grip of the tyres. That's why I'm sliding out there and not quite getting the ideal line sometimes. I mean, lap times, they're not too consistent. Come up to the big left-hander, we can deal with this alright. And the time, yeah, it's not as fast as the cars I've been driving recently, but into the S, fine. 450 it deals with, pretty good actually, because the slip assists a little bit. And into the straight, and then 58.61, not bad. Okay, let's do a drag race against the Pariah. You know which way this is going to go. The Pariah is out of the box like a clappers, yeah, it's well ahead, it's well ahead. There's no chance here, but fair play. The little Escort Mark II tries its best. Pariah finished 16.5 seconds, Escort 18 3/4. So 2.25 seconds behind, but still, it's a classic, isn't it? It's not going to be fast. Okay. So that's the race performance of it. On the test track you got 58.61, which is not a bad time for the class. You know, it's similar time to the Ubermacht, Cypher, Comet SR, that kind of thing. Beats the Anus, what is it, Anus, the ETR1. But I think it's still going to be behind the class leader. So for sports class you're looking at a Turismo Classic, and that only costs 700 grand. But what that offers is something different. I don't think that you'd really buy this just for the races, for example. You'd buy it for this, the look of it, the customization, and getting a Ford Fiesta Mark II equivalent in GTA, and it looks great. I think that really Rockstar's really done it justice with a nice looking car, and for that reason, I think I'm glad I bought it, and I think I would buy it even for 1.1 million. Looking on the inside, it looks just like a Fiesta. Look how close the passenger seat is, and although it's all kind of standard kind of Rockstar business, it does look the part. So I'm quite happy with the internal view as well. Driving it though is fun, so you can compete in the classic races. It's not, fourth place isn't completely out of it. On lap time, I think you can still win. It's got a significant amount of slip, so the tyres don't grip as much as you might want for a race performance car. But it also handles though, as nicely. Maybe on the test track it was slippy on the corners, yes, but just driving around town you don't really notice. I mean, if anything, it's good because it helps you to do some awesome power slides, which that wasn't an awesome power slide. Maybe we should do an awesome power slide. And also being pretty fast as well. It's pretty quick. 120 top speed, I think, according to Bruffy. Whoa, post-up van. Oh, I think we're colour coordinated with that post-up van, aren't we? Nearly. With that brown colour. Okay, let's try this left-hander if this car will get out of the way. You don't even need to put a handbrake on. I just did a handbrake there, but you don't actually need to. Very nice there. Nicely around the corner. So, yeah, it's a nice looking car. It drives really nice. It's not a precise drive, so, if you're not the best of drivers, maybe it's not for you, but for me, I think anybody's capable of driving this time, given a little bit of time, a little bit of patience. But the slight lack of grip isn't the worst at all, and it does handle quite nicely generally. And I did a stunt jump there. So who would buy it? Fans of the Mark II Escort, people that want to car people, for freak's sake. But car people who are into this kind of British cars. So yeah, if you're only into the USA cars, then yeah, I can't recommend it for you. And for 1.1 million, if that's your price, even with a discount there, that is expensive. And I think I would buy it on discount if you're going to buy it, because it is a nice car. It only takes 1 KO per eco heist, or less than that. You get a bit of change out of the KO per eco there. So yeah, nice car. And is it discount of the week? I think it's hard to recommend it because of the price, and it is neat, a little bit niche, but I'd say it's a great looking car. It is a classic rally car, so you can make a rally build, and it's a nostalgic. You know, it's a car from the 80s. People who remember this as being the car for rallies back in the day. It was amazing. So for that reason, I'd purchase it. I'd say it's a must-have for people who follow that kind of thing. But if you want something purely for performance, then I'd look at elsewhere. But yeah, good value overall, considering the customization, considering the modern counterparts in GTA, that is, not modern cars. So yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm happy. I would buy it, but maybe you wouldn't. I think that's the main takeaway from this. Anyway, drop a like and subscribe if you found this useful. But thank you very much for watching, and have a great day and a great Valentine's Day if it is Valentine's Day. Thanks for watching.